How many of you have one of these? How many of you can't live without one of these? How many of you would die if you lost one of these? I love my cell phone. I check my email. I check the weather. I even check the traffic. It helps me navigate my day. I was having coffee with a friend the other day, and he was telling me how proud he was of his granddaughter. She just got her driver's license. So being the diligent grandfather that he was, he thought it would be a good idea to teach his granddaughter some important things about how to maintain a car. So he told her, "Darling, Grandpa's going to show you how to check the oil level in your car. It's very important that you maintain a good oil level, especially these long distances you're traveling." And she says to him, "Oh, Grandpa, that's okay. Look, I have 98% full oil in my car." And Grandpa went, "What?" I said, "Well, darling, something else that's very important. We need to check the tire pressure to make sure that they all..." "Oh, I got that too, Grandpa. Look, all 4 tires, they have 35 pounds each." He looked at me and he said, "Stephen, I consider myself an educated man. I've gone to the university, but this smartphone is smarter than me. I feel like I've got to go back to school just to learn how to operate the thing." Well, we were in the mall, and on the way out after the coffee, I noticed men and women, boys and girls of various ages, and they were all walking throughout the mall, most of them like this, which I thought was kind of unusual. It kind of reminded me of a flashback from the movie The Matrix. Well, coming along at a pretty good clip, there was this young man heading right at me. So I stopped, hoping he would evade me and go around to the right or to the left. No. He ran right into me. Boom! I looked at him. He looked up at me. A moment of silence, and he grunted. Went back to his phone. Off he went. And I thought to myself, well, how rude. He didn't even say excuse me or pardon me. Then I realized, it dawned on me, oh my gosh, he's forgotten how to communicate. These phones have taken away from the communication capabilities of most young people today. When I was a lad not too long ago, and we were all in the mall together hanging out, we had to verbally communicate because we didn't have cell phones. Another way we would communicate is we would write our thoughts down on paper in penmanship, which I understand is a lost art. We would fold it up, put it in a real pretty envelope, lick the stamp, and give it to the postman for delivery. Now, the response to that letter was solely dependent on the recipient's capabilities of performing the same task in reverse. I believe we call that snail mail. We didn't have email back then, so that was it. We verbally communicated, or we wrote it down and mailed it in the postal mail. And it helped if you had a really good vocabulary, too. So how does one gain a good vocabulary? You join Toastmasters. You know why I like my cell phone? I get a new word of the day every day on my cell phone. And I can take it with me to my Toastmasters club and use it in one of my verbal speeches. You go into a Starbucks now, and you see the same kids all hanging out together, except for one small difference. They're not saying one word. You hear tippity-tappity, or beeps. And 2 of them are sitting across from one another, and all of a sudden one of them just busts out laughing, and I realize the one across from them just texted them a joke. Like, wow, this is amazing. It would behoove them to join a Toastmasters club where they could learn how to re-enhance those verbal communication skills. Now, I have a song that I want to share with you. My wife and I were in Florida, and a fellow was giving a safety speech on texting. And I really liked the song that he did, so I asked him if he didn't mind if I borrowed it. And he said, sure, go ahead. The song was originally written by John Lennon. So I took the liberty of changing up the words a little bit to fit this acumen. And it goes like this. Imagine there's no cell phones. I know it's hard to do. No iPhone either. And Twitter too. Imagine all the people communicating verbally. Imagine there's no Facebook. It makes you want to cry. No remotes or Xbox. And now you want to die. You may say I'm a meanie, but I'm not the only one. I may be a Toastmaster, but I just want our kids to get some sun. Imagine there's no cable, no Droid or YouTube, no Wii or blue screen, and no iPad too. Imagine all the people talking without Bluetooth. You may say I'm a Toastmaster, but I'm not just poking fun. I pray more people will join us, and the whole world will speak as one.